ago. It's the conversation. Yeah. Take your mind different places. Now you know. So yeah.
But so yeah, yo, we at Brooklyn's crib. Yo, thank you for allowing me to come through and do this over here. This is a dope ass setup you got.
Thank you,
bro. Honestly, I'm just hyped and blessed and honored to be working with you, bro. And for this show coming up on the 12th of February, yo, from day one, I was learning from you, bro. Learning how you brought your team together, navigated through the questions, navigated through not only the questions of, oh, what is this show having to offer, but the small, intricate details, you know, where certain things will be positioned, how certain people will have certain tasks within the show. It's very, very organized. And I'm learning. And that was just the first day. Second day, boom, you hit him. Yeah, you hit him with the casting. I'm talking too much.
No, go ahead.
All right, okay.
Say your experience.
Okay, and then the casting call came in. Boom, you have all these models come through, and literally, their attention and your command was very clear. You know, and it's because of how you set it up. You had the table there. You had a complete layout. It was very formulated, or calculated rather, for success. Because you were literally able to see who you were able to bring on and who you weren't. Honestly, I was able to see, and I'm not even in that world, you know. And that's so wild. And it's because of how you set it up. Now, I want to know. It wasn't always like this, right?
Nah, it definitely wasn't.
No.
It takes time to get to where I'm at.
Right.
How I deal with things.
Right.
Like off the first 2 tries of doing fashion shows, doing fashion shows, any shows you get, you have to learn from what you did wrong those times and switch it for the next time. Like, okay, I did this wrong. Also, be able to be open to suggestions, to what people will notice that you don't want people to notice. It could be hectic backstage, but you don't want to show that. You want to act like everything is good. Everything is good. That's why I am the way I am. When I do fashion shows, I'm like, I don't want no help from nobody. I got my team. I give them their task. I don't care if you're my best friend. I don't care if you're my mother. I don't care if you're my uncle, my father. I don't care. All that goes out the door when we working. When we working, I'm the boss. If you cannot rock with that, there's a line of people that will replace you real quick. So I try to set it up where when we're in there, when we're in that motif, we're not friends.
Yeah.
I am the boss there. It's my show, is what I want.
Respect.
If you cannot run like that, then respectfully, wait for me outside till I'm done. We'll come out, we kiki, we chill, and everything. But while we're there, there's no friendships.
Right. Now, I really want to get to how and when did that snap for you?
Okay, so I have worked with my first 2 fashion shows. I work with friends. Working with friends, and I see that my friends were taking tasks and doing their own thing instead of what I wanted to be done. And I'm like, wait, I didn't want that. But then it's like I kind of felt like I cannot say that to my friend because it's my friend. But what I learned was if my friend really supported me, they'll understand where I'm coming from. My vision is not their vision; it's my vision. It's what I want. So like by the 3rd fashion show, things started like guys. I saw me speaking up more and be like, I don't want that. This is what I want. And no, it's my show. It's okay to tell them it's my show.
Right.
This is what I want.
Right.
Give me your opinion all you want. At the end of the day, it's my call. Because it's about me, not them.
Right.
That's where it took off at.
Wow. Did you feel that at a certain moment when creating this show, and we're still in the
Preparing, yeah.
Like we're still preparing, and we're still emerging this seed, if you will. But what is the major goal set in mind besides ticket sales to create a
Great show.
great show?
I'm glad you asked that question, because I see a lot of people that do these shows for the money. If you're a good designer and you're a good artist and you can put a show together, the money is always gonna come. It's where your heart is. I sleep, I wake. I don't even sleep. Put it like that. I am up 24. I'll sleep when I'm dead. So my main thing of this is to showcase more of my abilities of doing different things. My show is like I'm like a spawn of Betsy Johnson meets Jeremy Scott.
Okay, you're gonna have to fill me in.
Okay, so they're like the wacky, crazy designers. Teddy bears and unicorns and wings on the jacket. Those kind of, that's my niche. Yeah, but I can also do regular wear.
Right.
I can also do like gowns and tuxedos. I could do all that. You know,
Right.
so I'm showcasing all that in this fashion show today, and that's February 12th.
Correct.
My goal is, like I said, to bring everybody together, just to let them show them the support of what I do. You know what I mean? 2 times a year, you're going to get a show.
Word.
You're going to get a real show 2 times a year.
Word.
And now it's even more easier for me because I've done so many shows already. Even when I've gotten hit up by people like, oh, you want to come show your line at my fashion show? And I say, if I say yes, they put me in charge of everything.
Because they already know.
They already know. I've been doing this.
Right.
These are one-hit wonders that put together a fashion show, gets different designers.
Now, how do you set up? I'm so sorry to cut you off. But how do you set up, like, the business side to that? Because now they're needing more from you than what they originally asked, right? Because now it's not just, oh, you coming in, bring your. So how do you do your estimates?
Okay, so you talking about payments, or you
Correct.
talking about, okay,
When you're dealing with a
so this is the
situation
thing.
like that.
Anything I do with the music or with the designing, first of all, it's black and white contracts, right? So boom. Once I get there, they want me to do more, right? I want that in the text at least. If you can't type it up right there, text that to me. Text me what you need me to do, so I have it there. And your price, when I'm pricing it out, you're gonna tell me right then and there, this is what it is. Put that in text. That's still a black and white for me. It's best paperwork for me. It's coming from your phone to my phone, right? So how I do that is like if I'm gonna show you a fashion show, as your event, I'm showing at your event. This is what I charge for the fashion part. If I'm performing, this is what I'm for performance. For promoting, this is for promoting as well. Tag that on, tag this on, tag that on, and that's my total price of everything that I'm doing for you. This is my work. This is my job, right? So I don't. Some people like I don't have that much, so we work it out, right? I just can't stand when people be like, "That's too much." I'm like, let me ask you a question. Do I go to your job and can I speak? Do I go to your job and slap the dicks out your mouth? Huh? Not telling you what to do? Like, no. This is my prices.
Deal with
And
it.
if you can't deal with that, there's somebody else that's cheaper than me. Go ahead, go find them.
Right.
But you're going to get what you pay for,
Right.
right? I have had people who hit me up like, oh, Brooklyn, can you perform at my show? Can you show at my show? Can you do X, Y, Z at my show? And don't got no budget. So I'm like, all right, so have you checked my brand out, right? I test them. I question them. Have you checked my brand out? Do you know my music? Are you just going based off of he said, she said, that you saw my gram and you like my gram and following?
Right.
Then what am I going to get out of this? If I'm not getting money, what am I getting out of this? Am I getting a car there and back and forth? Am I going to get a bottle? Am I going to get dinner? What am I going to get out of this?
Right. There
What
has
am
to be
I?
something.
Because, like I said, this person hit me up, was like, oh, Brooklyn, I have Ashanti, I have this person, I have that person. Didn't have nothing to show for it. So I asked them these questions. Do you know my brand? Do you know what my aesthetic of design is? Do you know my music? Because you're just throwing things at me because you just see my gram, but you don't really see what I do.
Right. You just assuming.
Yeah, so this person's like, I can get you on this, I can get you on that. But then I look at his Instagram, and sadly to say, nowadays it's about numbers. It's about numbers. Like, well, what you got going on? What's the numbers on there? So I go on his gram, and again, I'm not shaming anybody who has 1,000, 200 followers. But if you're going to tell somebody of my caliber, right, that I have 53,000 followers, right, and I built that over the years. It's not like from today. I built that shit. Like, I travel. I do these things. You're going to sit there and tell me that you could do something for me and I don't see it. Right? So when I question you, you don't know shit about me. You're just throwing things out there just to throw them, just to get me in. and I respectfully decline, then you're gonna get mad. Like, nah, nigga, we're not doing all that.
Right.
You know, so I've gotten that. I've gotten, you know, like, again, if you're gonna book me, at least have something worth for me to get booked for.
Right.
If it's not money, do I have a ride back and forth? Because I'm not gonna spend my money going back and forth, right? And if you're charging tickets, there should be some kind of compensation for me as a designer, because if I'm doing the designing and I'm performing, and I'm promoting, and I'm doing all this stuff, and that's what people get messed up with. There are people who put together shows and they be like, oh yeah, just pay me $200, you can be a part of my show, right? What are they getting there? What are they getting?
Right.
You know, what are they getting? Make it worth their while.
Right.
You giving them 5 tickets for their friends? Understandable. You giving them a ride back and forth? Understandable. You giving them drinks? Understandable. You giving them food? Understand. But you can't tell somebody to give you something, you're not giving them nothing in return.
Yeah, it's not reciprocal.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people out there doing that. They're like, oh, then when they try to charge me, the best thing. When they try to charge me and I decline them, no, Brooklyn, but you don't got to pay. I'm like, oh, but now I don't got to pay.
Right.
Nah, I don't. I'm like,
Right.
oh,
Right.
I don't.
Right.
Or they'll be like, no, you don't got to pay that price if it's $1,000. No, you just pay $200. I'm like, what about I don't pay nothing?
Deeper question. And honestly, it just came to mind now because I'm starting to see that you are witnessing the psychology of human, and in the business world, it's really just black and white. Do you find yourself more numb to it, or?
Oh, very much, very much.
Yeah.
That shit don't affect me.
Right.
I don't let nobody play with me. That's what it is. I don't let nobody play with me. When they come out with those things, I don't let them play with that. Nope, you don't get to play with that.
Right.
No, I'm my own boss, so like you're not gonna tell me what to do, how to do it. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
And the numbness just comes from your focus, would you say?
Focus, experience,
Right.
Everything you've been through, like everything I've been through, 11 years.
Yeah.
I've gotten to work with the greatest of greatest people, like Rihanna, Katy Perry, Ellen DeGeneres, Jimmy Kimmel, Rebel Wilson, Taj Mowry, Mariah, like the list goes on.
Out of the people that you've worked with, who would you say was the most passionate about what they do?
Oof. That's a tough one right there.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes it seems like, as far as celebrities go, you don't know if like it's a facade or not sometimes, right?
Well, actually no, because most celebrities I worked with, the majority of the celebrities I work with, are passionate about their stuff, right? They're passionate about their artistry. Also, it's who's more to like be kind to you as a person, because a lot of them are assholes
Right.
to other people. But also is how you are on set.
Right.
So
it's how you carry yourself too, because it's not necessarily something that they are complete control of. It's also how you carry yourself.
Yes. So nobody's ever treated me like shit, because I've always carried myself with a boss mentality, like you're not gonna sun me. One person, I can't say her name, but one big artist, she old school artist. She's an old school artist. She's not doing nothing now. She hasn't done nothing in so many years. Like, I mean, like, from when I was a kid. She was an artist when I was a kid. She was the only one that was really kind of like a bitch to me, but I dubbed that quick. I dubbed that shit quick.
What happened?
Like, okay, so she was on stage wearing my stuff. I went up there to fix her up real quick to make sure it looks good for the cameras.
Right.
And she's like, oh, no, you did not just jump on my stage screaming at me like that. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is what we're not going to do. No, this doesn't happen. I have a voice. I'm not these other ones that you could talk to like that. I have a voice. Respect's giving respect. You know what I mean? You respect me, I give it to you. You want to talk to me like that? I understand. Give me my stuff, and I can take off. Figure it out. Last minute. There's a lot of other people that want to dress you. Right. I'm thirsty. I have a bottle of water in front of me. I drink that shit, but I'm not thirsty for this position.
And that's crazy too, because you were doing something to help. And that's like the part that's just like, yo.
Literally 3 hours before her showtime. We're not doing that. You're not gonna talk to me like that. Right. I don't. She can say what she want to say in the industry about me. She can do what she want to do, but I will never let nobody down my services, down me as a person. That's never gonna happen ever. Never, ever. You see, when I was over there that day when we were doing the casting call.
Yeah.
You see when we had the meeting here. Like, I'm always that person that's like, I give the utmost respect.
Right.
But when I feel like I'm not being heard, or I feel like I said, I had two of my best friends. Two of my best friends on the side of me at casting call. Once somebody else starts slacking, I'm calling them out on this shit right there. Like, yo, that's it. Give me the mic. Yo, get it together.
That's true. You did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, too much work to be done. I don't sleep for a reason. I got these freaking glasses on for a reason.
Right. Nah, I feel you. I really do feel you. I don't sleep much either. Just because I really do like to keep busy.
Yeah.
And I find the more you move, the more you keep your mind going, and the more you attract. And it's also just a matter of your straight will and actual passion for what you do. Now, I really want to get back to you, right? Like, when you found yourself as a fashion designer, as an artist, what was the most impactful message you gave to other people besides what you've created?
I'm so glad you asked me that question. You know why? Because the other day I got a message on. I get a lot of messages on Instagram, Facebook, emails of the impact I have on people. Like, on people, actually, I'm like, who are you? Where are you from? Who am I? First of all, who am I? Like, what impact do I give to you? Like,
Right.
So there was a
Which is
guy.
mad humble.
There was a guy who hit me up. I'm gonna say 2 days ago, and he sent me this long ass message. Hey Brooklyn, I want to come to your fashion show. I want to buy tickets to go, but I'm nervous. And I said, why are you so nervous? He's like, right away. I said, why are you so nervous? I said, hey, why are you so nervous? He put, oh my God, you responded to me. This is the first message he ever sent me. He never sent me no other message before because I would have responded to him.
Right.
He's like, I never thought you would really respond to me. I said, bro, I'm nobody. So stop it. Like, I'm cool, I'm humble. I'm not that asshole, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you have impacted my life. You don't understand. When COVID hit, I was in a bad depression mode. The lives that you were doing, you were creating your beautiful stuff, when you would perform, all the videos you were always posting, I was always on waiting for the next video.
That's what's up.
He's like, there's things that you've talked about, things that you've done, and I see that you come from the hood. You come from from a broken home. You come from nothing and created this empire you yourself. And I'm like, I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Hell yeah.
My last fashion show. I won't get so much about that conversation because it got deep. It got deep, that conversation.
Sure. No
But
worries.
my last fashion show, a model showed up there. I haven't seen this model in like almost 5 years. She showed up for casting call. At the end of the casting call, I remember who she was. At the end of the casting call, she stood up in front of me and the judges, my panel, and she said, I would like to say one thing. I said, speak your mind, baby. She spoke her mind. Yo, she left everybody in tears of how when I met her 5 years ago, how I impacted her life from that moment on, when she felt like she didn't have the look, she felt like she didn't have the oomph to do it. Like, she was down in herself, her self-esteem was down. She didn't have, and she said, Brooklyn, you took me out to that hallway that day and told me, you got this. You got this. And I gave her more words than that. You know, I can't remember verbatim what I told her.
Right.
She remembered verbatim what I told her. And she told me everything you told me. And she gave a speech right there, and she left everybody in tears.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
I've gotten people who, I don't know if everybody remembers this, but remember MySpace?
Yeah.
I got people who hit me up now that were like, I've been following you since MySpace. I'm like, whoa. I'm only 36 years old, but MySpace is a big part of my life, yes. You know, like, so like, they were like, yeah, MySpace days, and I'm like, wow, like really?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you have inspired me from MySpace, and, you know, being able to walk in some even in the streets sometimes, people run up to me. I was driving home with my roommate one time on the LIE, and this white girl pulls up next to us.
Right.
He's driving, I'm in the passenger side. She's like, roll down your window. I roll down my window. She goes, you're Brooklyn, right? And I go, yeah. She goes, oh my God, you're Brooklyn. I get to meet you. I'm I looked at my roommate, I was like, who's that? And my roommate like, I don't know. And I was like, she's like, can I take a picture of you and post it? She's right then. She took a picture of me. We're in traffic.
Yeah.
She took a picture of me. She posted. She tagged it. And I was like, and she tagged me right away. And I saw it came. Bloop, bloop. I was like, you chick used to right next to me. Like, I tapped like on it and stuff like that. And I commented, it was great seeing you.
Hell yeah.
And you know, like I said, like, to that the because I'm not an asshole.
Right.
Right? I'm a boss, but I'm not an asshole.
Right.
I know when to be stern on people, when people are acting out of pocket, when people are doing things they're not supposed to be doing. But when it comes down to it, I'm not an asshole like that. You know, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Even when you're saying things in a certain way, I notice it. You still carry yourself in a respectful way.
One of the things I say to my models in the beginning of the day of the event, the day of the fashion show, I give a big speech to the models, the artists, everybody. I put everybody into one room. And I tell everybody, anything that happens today, don't take nothing personal. It was a hectic day for me. It's a hectic. So if you think I'm screaming at you, I'm not screaming at you. I just need to make sure that my voice is heard in here. But it's nothing personal. I love everybody here. You're here for a reason. I've handpicked all of you. I didn't have to pick you. So understand that if I'm saying something out loud, 9 times out of 10, when I gotta, reprimand somebody that's acting crazy, I reprimand the whole crowd in general. If anybody's doing this, that, and the third, please note that I would send your ass home. Just know I'm watching. I won't even point them out. Just so that because I don't want to take that one person, speak to that one person, then everybody's looking over and that one person feels. So I speak to everybody in general.
Right. Because it's more impactful that way too. It's kind of like you get your message across without singling anyone out.
Exactly.
Which is smart.
Exactly. So, the setup is going to be so dope. I came up with this setup idea. The setup is going to be amazingly dope. Like, dope. So you know how the couches are against the wall? Right? So I'm going to pull the couches up to line up with, you know how the bathroom wall like this? And it goes off, indents in there? So I want to keep the couches going like that, and I'm going to put people standing behind the couches. And then put my VIP in the front rows. Because I got some big names coming. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
I just got confirmation of some names that are coming.
Okay.
So,
I want to talk about it here or
right
after?
here, right now.
Okay. I don't know if you want to.
No, I'm giving it exclusive. You were taking an exclusive, right?
Oh shit!
You
It's like that,
right?
Hey.
So,
who knows if this is gonna be out before?
I'm gonna have the couches like this so people can actually sit on the runway, and the models will walk right past in front of them, like that. And then everybody else, the regular people, are gonna be standing in the back of the couches.
Lit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna, if everything goes well, I ain't even gonna say this part, but if everything goes well, you're gonna see what I'm gonna be, how I'm gonna be looking there. It's gonna be looking crazy. But the couches will be like that, people behind the couches. So like, okay, so I got some confirmations of my guest list that I'm so super stoked and like, oh my God. So, okay, so Aneka, the girl that sings No No Trate No, that she's gonna be there.
She danced very well.
She's gonna be there. I have some cast members from Love and Hip Hop coming through.
Dope.
I just got a confirmation of one of the Village people. No, that is right.
No, I don't. Honestly.
The Village people?
No, I don't.
You don't know. Please put a question mark up here. The crickets. I want crickets up here for that part.
I'm
like,
for crickets. I'm for crickets.
I
probably do.
YMCA.
Oh, word?
One of the Village people are gonna be there.
That's amazing.
The Indian.
YMCA?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I know that song. Everyone knows that
Everybody
song.
knows that song. So one of the Village people are gonna come and show up.
That's amazing.
I have like a shitload of photographers and magazines that have been hitting me up. They're gonna show up.
Dope.
We're gonna have a whole red carpet.
Holy shit.
We're gonna have my performance. We're gonna have your performance.
Yo, I'm fucking hyped.
You know, we're gonna have you're performing. The guy, supposedly the Indian from the YMCA, from the Village people, he's gonna be performing, and then another person that he's a model in the fashion show. He has a great voice. He's got Yatri. And then I probably do a little something. She's gonna speak and she's gonna do a little something, and then the fashion show, and then I come out at the end to perform.
Dope. When is the what is gonna be the breakdown? Like who goes when?
It's gonna be your opening.
Okay.
After you will be the I'm gonna have the model open up, because then he can go backstage to go get changed, and then you, and then the guy from the Village people. If he's gonna perform, he'll go behind you.
Okay.
Then Aneka would speak and do her little thing. And then I will step out to talk for a moment. Tell everybody, I hope you enjoy the fashion show.
Right.
I've worked really hard this. I have a
Right.
great team.
Hell
They
yeah.
get ready for showing up. All that stuff, all that good
Yeah.
stuff. And then, boom, the fashion show starts. And then, as the fashion show is going on, I'm going to go backstage to go change, to come out performing at the end. So
That's dope. Hell yeah.
And the way we have the breakdown is doors open at 3:30. Between 3:30 and 4:30, people start arriving. By 5 o'clock, the show starts.
Okay.
4:30, 5 o'clock, around there, the show will start.
Okay.
By 6:30, we should be done.
Really?
Yep.
And then what's gonna be after?
After party, yeah.
Oh, there? Dope. Okay. Hell yeah.
It don't take that long to do a show, because it should be like,
Right. One after the
you know what I mean? Like, it quick. My fashion line, 25 looks.
Yo, you gonna have me in some shit?
I don't know, maybe.
You gonna have me in some shit?
Let's leave you guessing.
I bet.
Let's leave you guessing. But I will tell you that the fashion show takes no longer than maybe 5-10 minutes to go through, run through. Each artist 4 minutes. My show mix is 8 minutes. That's it.
Yeah, my shit's like 3 minutes or something.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, each art, like, when we introduce you, you get to speak and say something, and then boom.
That's a part of the 4 minutes.
Everybody that goes up there, make sure that they shout out the location and my line, and me, thank you for having me here, stuff like that, whatever, you know, as artists do. But it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be real dope. It's gonna be a dope ass show. It's gonna be amazing, crazy.
Hell yeah.
And again, if we can revert back real quick, I haven't always had it easy though. I haven't always had it easy. Again, this has taken 11 years of me building me, and I'm still building myself.
Right.
Like, I feel like people feel like they done build themselves, and after they get to a certain place, say, no, you still got the rest of your life,
Hell yeah.
right?
Right.
We're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Right.
We're not guaranteed tonight.
Right.
So every day I'm learning more things about myself. I'm learning my do's, my don'ts. I come from a broken home, right? My mother tried to always make sure we were good. My father was a very abusive guy, you know, so I come from a broken home. You know, I've been homeless. I've been through so much in my life that every little thing in my life that I've done, I've taken that and applied it to my life. Everything. A lot of people, when they're at their worst and they start going up, they forget about how bad that felt.
Right.
I don't ever let that go for a reason.
Right.
It doesn't weigh on my shoulders,
Right.
but I never forget that, because any one of us could be back down there any time of day.
That's a fact.
You know, a lot of people, they're so into their own thing. They
Right.
do this for the clout. They do this for facade. They do this for just for the money. They just want money out of this. It's like, I sleep, I dream, I breathe, everything. This is what I do. This is my life.
Right.
I have thank the higher power because I have not had to work a 9 to 5 in 11 years.
That's fucking amazing. Hell yeah. Yeah.
I drink, I eat, I do it all. I do everything
Right.
that I want to do in life. I'm never gonna sit there and say should have, would have, could have.
Right.
I do it. I say I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
Right.
You
You
know?
initiate and you take action.
And a lot of people admire that about me. A lot of my friends and family.
But let me just say, there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 though. Like
No. I didn't say. I said I.
Facts.
Since I left my
Facts.
9 to 5,
Yeah.
I never had to go back.
Okay.
I would if I had to.
Let's not knock the motherfuckers.
No. I said me. I said I'm not talking about nobody
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
Make that clear.
And that's a fact.
Never
That's a
nobody
fact.
else. Everybody else, you got y'all hustle. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Me, like I said, since I left my job
is true.
11 years ago, I never had to go back. But if I had to get 9 to 5, I'm very smart to get one. If I had to.
Right.
You know, so I'm just saying, in reality, I never had to go back to 9 to 5.
Right.
Because my career took off, my career is going great, and I didn't have to do that anymore, you know?
Facts.
Again, I'm not downsizing it, but it's just that
I
don't have to do it.
Nah, exactly. And you should want to aspire for more, right? You should want to aspire for not necessarily getting your foundation from something else, some other conglomerate, but from your own source.
There's something that I've met people who have a dream that don't ever live their dream. I met people who don't know shit about squat, but they want to do certain things. I never tell them they can't. Even if they fuck up, I never say you can't do that.
Right.
I push them more to do it because if that's what you want to do,
Right.
I'm going to support it all the way.
That's a fact.
And I'm going to respect it all the way. So if that's something
yeah.
you want to do, even if, like I've heard people who can't sing, people who can't rap, and there's people out there who really like shame them, like, oh, you this, you that, you can't do this. No, why not?
Yeah.
And my fashion show, if you didn't see that day of casting call, I booked models that don't need to be in a fashion show, right? For other people.
Right.
Other people look at this model and say, this is the problem I don't ever have to be in the fashion show. Why? That person came in, that person had the balls to walk and show me what they got. I'm booking them. I'm that one that's going to book that awkward person.
Word. Hell yeah.
Because you never know what somebody's going through.
Right.
And me picking that person just like that could maybe build something for them.
It's true. That's true.
Right? There was a time where I had a fashion show for kids. And all the designers were picking these kids, right? There were some kids on the side crying because they thought they couldn't be a part of it. And I told the person, I said, I want to be last to pick kids. I want to be last. They're like, you sure? I said, yeah, I want to be last. Some people was picking the same kids. They were all picking the same kids.
Right.
It was like 45 kids. So I go up. They're like, okay, Brooklyn, pick your kids. I said, all right. There's literally kids on the side crying.
Right.
That side crying because they didn't get picked. I was like, all right. So I get to pick anybody? They go, yeah. I want all the kids. I want every last kid in here. Their parents were walking up to me crying, telling me thank you, for doing that for their kid.
Yeah.
Kids were coming up to me and everything. And as the time went along, getting closer to the fashion show, I wound up now with 45 kids, 50 kids. And I had to create 50 outfits for the fashion show. But I did it.
Wow.
I did it.
Wow.
All these kids walked to my fashion show. I did it. They're like, oh, we got one more. All right. Oh, we got one more. All right. Oh, we got one. I'm like, all right. I started like, at 50, please stop at 50.
Wow. Wow.
50 kids in my fashion show.
Wow.
50 kids.
That's intense. But I bet they all had your attention though, right? Because you chose them. And they were like,
they all acted right with me. They all acted right with me. Their parents kept in contact with me afterwards.
Right.
Hell
yeah.
It was a thing for me because as a kid, I only had that from my mom, right? I didn't have that from other people.
Right.
And my mom had us dancing. My mom had us doing backup dancing for different artists. My mom always has us doing something.
She knew that.
Yeah.
Right. But the fact that you know that, you're trying to bring that to these kids because you know that not everybody be knowing that.
Sky's the limit.
Yo, I respect that, man. And beyond that, bro. I respect that OD, son. That's what's up.
You got to create these new kids that are coming out with stuff, with their dreams.
Yeah. From
young. When you see that inside them, even when they get older, as they're getting older, you start, what do you like to do with your life? What do you want? Where do you see yourself?
What do you aspire to do?
I see myself doing this, but I don't know. That's not for me. I'm not lucky enough. Yes, you are. You're lucky as the next person.
Right.
Put your mind to it and do it.
Right.
What I can't stand is somebody sit at home and wait for it to come to your door.
Right.
It's never going to show up.
Yeah, it's true.
If you're going to sit at home, at least be on the internet working at it or do stuff to get there.
Right.
Right?
Be active.
But if you're going to sit at home watching TV and just hoping one day they'll find me, you post here and there, one day they'll find me. No.
I feel like you're talking about people in specific. Have you met many people like this?
I've met people like that would just be like, well, they'll see my thing one day, and I'm like, so it's not your dream.
Right.
Because your dream you fight for.
Right.
Your dream you go after.
You can't stop.
For what I do, you see that room over there?
Yeah.
You see, those are all designs for the fashion show.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's all designs for the fashion show. And there's more than that. There's way much more than that there.
Yo, those jeans are fire.
Yeah, don't even talk about it. Don't even say it. Don't spoil it.
That's cool.
Right here behind me, this is some piece there. I'm going to tear that runway open with everything I have there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I want my models to do the same. And again, I was never, even with the music situation, it was never really brought to my attention with music until almost 10 years ago. I've been here for 11 years, 10 years ago when I started doing music.
Well, let me ask you. Because you know the power of your words. You know it. Is that the reason why you started to make music? Okay. You started to make music for what?
It was a joke. It was a joke. I swear to you. I just went in there into my client was like, go in the booth, show me something. What you got? You can't do it. I was like, I can't really do it. I go in there and I did it. And I came out from like, wow. Okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
But it was still a joke playing along. It was like, oh, they were like, oh, we're going to book you shows. We're going to do this, that, and that. Like, all right, cool. Even when I did the shows, it was a joke to me. The first year and a half was a joke to me. I was like, this is not what I wanted. I'm a designer. This is just me bugging out.
Wow.
But when I saw how people reacted to it,
Right.
and how people were into it, and people were treating me, and people were chanting my name, like if I was fucking Beyonce on stage, singing my music, that people know my songs, singing it, being able to hear my shit on La Mega, hearing on fucking on radio stations, I'm like,
What?
mind blown.
And it all started as a joke.
And it all started as a freaking joke. I swear to you, kid you not. It was just me going into the booth, fucking around, like, okay, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Came out with this song, and it was like, wow.
Bro.
Yep.
Which song was that?
It was actually a remake of one of Usher's songs.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Usher's the shit.
So, and I performed that song 1,000,000 times. And we started doing more music, and it started going up, 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 up. And I changed producers, and I started working with, like, I don't want to say better producers. I don't want to say that to them. But different producers in different styles.
Right.
Which led me to my style right now in music.
I understand. Because also, you know, different producers have different capabilities.
But that's
like
what I'm saying.
some are great at doing mixing, you know, and mastering. And then some engineers, you know, different, I guess, as producers go, but like make really good beats. But then they aren't so much into the producing aspect, you know. But then,
Well, this is why. Like, when I met my producer now, I'm crazy with my producer now. Like Mike Massive, I'm crazy with my producer now. Like, he is dope. He's dope. He has my sound down. He like recreate magic in the studio. Like, we create the magic. We make sure we do the beat from scratch. Right? We'll make the beat from scratch. We'll write the song that same day there. We'll start recording that same day there.
Nice.
Sometimes we record, make the beat, everything in one day.
Hell yeah.
And then he mixes and masters it, and then sends it to me after he's done.
That's dope.
Like, I'll take hours in this. But that's what I'm saying, that the dedication of actually being in it.
In it. Yeah, that's true.
Because there are people who look for beats, which I don't down them. I don't. I just, the way I move is differently. We all move differently. So I like to have a different kind of sound. So, you know, my sound is like that Spanish hip-hop vibe. Like,
Right.
so I like to pick out every little detail of it. Like, there's a piece in my song, one of my beats, that's somebody going, ep, 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 ep. That was something from YouTube that we took. That we didn't mean for it to go in there, but it sounded cool inside the song. And I was like, oh shit, that's the voice of that. You know what I mean? Like it just came out naturally. So we built everything from scratch. Like, again, I don't mind. Like, sometimes there's beats out there that I like. And I'm like, all right, cool. I like this beat. I want to do something to this beat. I love it. But I like to get creative when I build the beat from scratch. Like,
no, absolutely. I have a setup agreement with this producer that I get unlimited access to all his beats, and I just I like his style of beats. Like, his beats are hard and different. They're not all just one thing. So I get a wide variety. Right. So then I get to really just like tap in, and then he does one mix and master a month for free. So I think that's, well, not technically free, it's part of the agreement, but I think it's the best bet. The more you find some type of business agreement with these producers and engineers, it's really just a better outcome for both parties, because they will get something consistent and you will get something consistent. And that's what I found so far in what I'm doing. And I got a lot of music. It's just all about now how I'm dropping it. And I feel like I got a good flow now. And it's just gonna, now it's just
I like your last video, your latest video.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Watch when you see the next one, bro. It's fire, bro.
One thing I could say about this industry,
Yeah.
When I started with the music, I was concerned and I wasn't concerned. This makes sense. When it came to my sexuality,
How come?
because
I mean, in today's
11,
society?
yeah, but 11 years ago, 10 years ago, it wasn't that accepted as
That's
it is
true.
now.
It's true.
Right. So they've grown to accept it. Right? They've grown to accept it. And I still didn't give a fuck then. I was on some. My main concern is that are they gonna rock with my shit? First of all, are people gonna, let's find out. Closed mouths don't get fed. Let's put it out there. What I never hid was my sexual. I never hid that shit. You ain't asked me. I don't have to tell you. But if you ask me,
I'm
I'm gonna tell you. And I give zero fucks if you like it or not.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I'm still a man.
Right.
I'm still a father.
Right.
I'm still a son.
Right.
I'm still somebody. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
still a dude in general.
Right.
So you're not gonna play on my top like that. Like, we're not doing that. We're gonna
Absolutely.
what my sexuality is has nothing to do with you.
There's no. I never understood that. We were talking about that when I first met you. Is that like, why is it anyone's prerogative? You know, like why are people so? I feel like this is a good moment for you to bring up that story that you told me in the front, when there was that dude that passed by the front of your crib, and then he was like, I think he said, "Stop looking at me," or what?
Oh yeah.
Like,
so there was this guy. I don't know this nigga from Adam. I don't know him from no fucking where.
Right.
I don't remember him. I don't know what the fuck he looked like.
Right.
So apparently we were having dinner here at my house. Me and my friends, we went outside. One of my friends went outside to have a smoke. We were sitting outside. I looked up, and this guy screaming from across the street, "Stop fucking looking at me! Stop fucking looking at me!" I'm like, I looked at my friend like, who is he talking to?
Right.
My friend was like, I don't know. And he started pointing at me. You with the hat. I'm like, okay. Now, mind you across the street. I'm not about to chase you, my man.
Right.
You can talk all the shit you want from anywhere.
Yeah.
Long as you're not here and harming me, we good. He's like, fuck, you looking at it? He crossed all the way across the street. Gets on I'm on this side of the gate. He's on that side of the gate. He's talking so much shit. He's like, yeah, because I'm not gay. And I'm like, okay, you're not gay.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I see you, motherfucker. You over here kissing men. Oh, so I don't know who you are, first of all. But you're mad because you're watching me. I'm living the life you want to live. So who's watching who? Because if you see me kissing niggas, that means you watching me hard.
Yeah, why are you watching?
You watching me hard. Because I'm not watching you. I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Right.
You're just a bystander walking by. And if I want to look, nigga, I'm a fucking look. Because if there was a bitch walking across the street, you were sitting in my spot, you would be gawking at the bitch.
Right.
So what good for the gas is good for the goose, my man. Like, fuck out of here. So I tell him, I was like, yo, wait. You watching me?
Right.
It seems like you mad because I'm living your life. The life you want to live.
This guy. So, and it's crazy because, like, I personally, look, I know a whole bunch of different types of guys. You know what I'm saying? Some guys really don't rock with that shit. And some guys, like me, I really don't give a fuck. But I think it's also because, like, I grew up, you know, with a sister and a gay uncle. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't, I don't know, I didn't have the same wiring as, like, some men to care about the shit. You know what I mean? For me, it's just, like, be who you are. You know what I mean? And
for you, it's regular. And you're a blessing because you're not judgmental like a lot of people are.
Yo, but it's just, like, I feel like you miss out way more on life being so judgmental. You know what I mean? Like, and you learn from everybody. So if you're just able to just open up and realize, look, this person has no danger to me. I have no danger to him. There could be fruitful conversations and business.
But this is the thing.
That's just attached.
This is the thing with that. Right? My sexuality, what I'm doing behind closed doors in my privacy in my own room, has nothing to do with anybody who's not inside there with me.
Right.
Why are you worrying about that?
Right.
So if you're worrying about that, there's something wrong here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
With you.
Exactly. If you're bringing my sexuality, what I'm doing in privacy in my room, or my sense, whatever the fuck I want it, but, you know, like, if you ain't there in the situation, you ain't got to talk about nothing.
Right.
So this is why I have a lot. When I say a lot, I mean, I love my gay community, trust me. But I have a lot more straight friends than I do gay friends. Because I've helped shape and people's mind and their perception of gay people. They
Right.
see a gay guy, they just think that they want them.
Right.
And I'm like, that's not how it is.
Right.
So when I go out, I get questioned by the gays. Are you gay? Are you straight? Are you bi? Are you this? I'm like, well, first of all, it's none of your business, but I'm gay. No, you don't look gay. Even the straight people and the gay people both tell me you look. I'm like, well, what does gay look like? Tell me that.
Right.
Because if you need to see me get down with a man, that's what's going to show you I'm gay?
Right.
Because what else does it look like?
Right. Well, I think because at least in America, because I think probably in other countries, probably different. Not all countries, but in America, I feel like there's just like a gay stereotype.
Yeah.
You know what I
Handbag on their hand.
And
Nana, pop in their head.
And they're talking like a white girl.
That's what I'm saying though. Nana, pop in their head like, girl this, girl that, hey bitch.
It's like, yo, you completely changed your voice.
I don't, when people, gay people, girls, straight guys, anybody calls me a bitch or hey girl, I'm like, I was born a man. What are you talking about? I'm a girl. I don't play that hey girl shit.
Right.
I don't play that hey bitch. I don't play that.
So you would also believe in come as you are, right? Be who the fuck you are. Be how you came on this earth, right? Like word. I
tell
respect
people,
that too.
if you don't want to be called something, respectfully, you ask somebody, they don't have to call you that. I say respectfully. There's some people who like to be called bitch and girl and all that. They're cool with that. Miss Sting and all type of shit, but not me. I tell them respectfully, I'm a man. My name is Brooklyn. Use that.
That
You don't have to. You don't have to call me a bitch, a girl.
Right.
And I don't. It's not that I get offensive by that. It's that if you allow one person to do it, then another person's gonna do it.
Right.
Then you have the whole world doing it, and it's like.
And it's also kind of like a redundant bullshit, right? It's almost kind of like who are you doing this for, right? Like.
So that's why I stopped. When I feel uncomfortable with certain things, I stop. Cut that. Let it go. That's not the shit we selling.
Word. I respect that. Honestly, I think that people tend to find themselves puzzled with lessons they haven't learned yet. So it's just a matter of time. So they could be, a certain way with you at a certain time, but like 10 years down the road, they might never say anything to you, but it'll hit. You know what I mean? Because it's not necessarily that big of a deal.
This is why I say when people need to mind their business.
Right.
If it doesn't concern you,
right,
then mind your business.
Right.
Because when you start getting into other people's business, okay. So there was something that brought to my attention today. By the way, if you hear a fountain, it's my fountain in my living room. If you hear the waterfall,
trickles.
Yeah. Because I know it's gonna play. So.
Word.
But a lot of people want to be in people's business. A lot of people, oh, what's up with this person? What's up with that person? And before, sometimes I would fall into the trap and start talking. And now I have to analyze when people ask me that question.
Like, why are you asking me that?
I just tell them, don't ask me about that person. They're not there.
Right.
I can't speak for that person.
Right.
Oh, what's up with this person? What's up with that person? Right. I have no idea. They're not here right now, right? Oh, but don't you hang with them? Just because I hang with them don't mean I know their business. I know what I want to know, and you wouldn't know if you were there. So if you want to be there, hit that person up. Go hang out with them. They'll tell you. That's easy. Easy gets you out of everything. Once somebody starts asking about somebody, I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to know.
Right.
I'm good. Trying kind of like set those boundaries. People don't have boundaries either no more. They don't. So with this whole fashion show, with the whole music, I set my boundaries. I set my dominance on things. What I'm not bending over for, what I'm not bending backwards for, what I'm not doing, what I'm not going to tolerate. Right? So you're going to see a lot more of that at the fashion show. Trust me. This is just the beginning.
Right.
As we get closer to the fashion show, that whole week I don't sleep.
Can I ask you a random question though? Like a not so random kind of part of this. Do you feel like because you're gay, like your delivery and the way you come across, it's like you get away with it?
No.
All right. You don't feel that way. All right.
Because you shouldn't be able to get away with nothing, first of all.
That's a fact.
Nothing you should be able to get away with. Okay, so I have.
But you know what I mean?
But I'm saying yeah, because as you become as everything. Okay, again, with all the experience I had, you have to be a certain type of person, thick skin, dominant. Like this is what I want. I am not playing with you. This is how it's gonna be. Anybody, straight, gay, bisexual, whatever the hell you are, you can be a fucking animal.
Right.
You gotta set those things where it's like, fuck my sexuality.
Right.
Has nothing to do with sexuality. Has all to do with me as a person.
No, that's a fact. And I do. I'm just saying, like, you know, you get away with saying a lot of shit in certain ways.
Like what?
I don't know. I can't say it. Like, I
Right.
can't think on the top of my head. But you be saying shit, bro.
To
but,
who?
No, but like
I know,
like,
but you gotta elaborate on that.
I know, but I honestly I'm not here writing it down.
So then don't
But,
bring it up if
I
you
know,
can't. If you can't run back,
No,
if
but
you can't
it's
run back
nothing-
the tape
but
with the
it's nothing-
VCR,
That's a fact.
if you can't run back the
That's a
tape and you got
fact.
receipts, you can't talk about shit when you got receipts. Bring the
Alright,
receipts.
alright.
So if you're talking about how I talk to certain people and I say, if I drop the F word or whatever, again, it's all about thick skin. This is the business where nobody cares about your feelings.
That's a fact.
You are in charge of your own feelings. So that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Get your feelings in check. Because in this industry, they'll eat you up and spit you out of life.
That's a fact.
They will. There's certain things that you're not going to be able to rock with. And there's certain things that you're going to have to eat it.
That's true. All right, so what do you differentiate between the two? Like, how do you differentiate between the two for you, anyway?
That's a good question. Well, so, like, since, like I said, I've been in this so long, I know how to, when I'm in situations, who to act aggressively and who to be nice and kind to. You start getting the sense of who's who. When I go on set, right, I know who to be not a bitch or an asshole, like kind of like be like firm with, and who to have leniency with. You know, like, okay, this person's doing their thing, let them go. But you acting the fuck up.
Time out.
Right. To
To
the
go to the corner.
put the dunce hat on, and
You
stand
go
over there
to
for
the
a
kids'
minute.
table.
Like, sit over there. So, okay, so my last fashion show real quick, there was, okay, I have something else to tell you too. Oh my God, I'm gonna tell you this. So my last fashion show,
That was funny as fuck.
I'm a person, this has to go off of that. I'm a person of punctuality.
Right.
If I tell you model call on the day of, it's 11 o'clock, you got from 11 to 1 o'clock to get there, there should be nothing holding you back between those times. You should not get there after the 1 o'clock. You have from 11
Right.
to 1 o'clock to get there.
Right.
If you overslept, that's not my problem, that's your problem.
Right.
Figure it out. So there was a model who came, she got there late, and I was like, yeah, you're not part of the show, right? And she's like, oh, please, please, please. She begged me so much, I put her into the show.
You talking about now?
This is the last fashion show before this one.
Okay.
I gave her something nice to wear. She comes back up to me. Brooklyn, this doesn't look right on me, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, it's not what you want to wear, it's what I want to put on you. That was your outfit.
Right.
So, but it doesn't look right on me. I'm like, you know what? Take it off, pull it off to the side, let me finish everybody else, I get it to you at the end. You're going to be the last one I dress then, because I don't know what I'm putting on you yet. You got here late, you should have been here early
Right.
when I had just slot to dress you.
Right.
You missed that slot. So I got her dressed really cute, really nice. Boom, fast forward. My music video came. I'm sorry. We shot on the roof. I had two girls up there. One light-skinned girl, one dark-skinned girl. Right? The dark-skinned girl was Dominican, the light-skinned girl she was white. Remember what I said, Dominican. So I love, if you look at my stuff, you see I love my dark-skinned, brown-skinned girls. I love them. Those are my best girls to work with. I'm telling you so much, like I love working with dark and brown. So I put my white homegirl on a platform we have up there to dance on and do her thing. I gave my dark-skinned friend the gate to dance and twerk all over the gate, do crazy things, hang off the gate, like crazy. Right? I gave the white girl just a little platform with nothing on there to do. She just had to do 1, 2, pop, 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 pop.
She got tight for the platform thing? What?
So this fashion show around, I called the dark skin girl, the Dominican girl, to come and be a part of the casting call. She sends me a fucking only text message. And I'm like, yo, people need to watch what they say.
Or like a paragraph?
More than a paragraph, but people need to watch what they say. Because when you're talking to somebody like me, like that, I would end your whole shit.
So we don't
we
we don't have to get into what she said.
No, I must.
All right, bet. Go
I
ahead.
must.
Yeah.
This is leading to something. This
Hell
is what I'm
yeah.
telling people.
Hell yeah.
Be mindful of who you're working with. This is what this is going towards. So she comes, and she kind of calling me a colorist. I said, what? Colorist? My brand ambassador is black. All of them are. All my 3 brand ambassadors are black. What are you calling me that? Like, I love working with dark-skinned girls.
Right.
So calling me, all because she said that,
Because she was in a cage and...
that I treated her like the corner black bitch. And I said, excuse me, watch your mouth, number 1. Number 2, I've never done that. Ever. Right? I gave you the fucking gate up there. Because it was a dope thing. And you were not complaining about it when you were dancing, twerking all over the fucking gate. If that was a problem, then you should have said, Brooklyn, can I just do it on the platform like her? I would have gave you that. I asked you, I let you decide. You want the gate or you want the platform? You said, I'm going to go on the gate. I'm going to twerk all over the gate. And I'm going to do this. So now, but hold on. After we were done filming on the roof that day, we came downstairs. I fed them. Homegirl didn't have a pot to piss in. So she came to me and was like, Brooklyn, I got a photo shoot. Do you have some stuff I could take with me? I said, yes. I gave her stuff without her charging her. So she could borrow some stuff from me for a photo shoot.
Right.
Everything was fine. So wearing all that, did I treat her like shit?
Nah, I feel you, bro. Like, it's crazy because there's no... It doesn't matter who the person is. Yo, you could do so much for someone, and the slightest thing that ticked them off about you for whatever reason, whether that be from their ego or whether that be from their own past shit that they haven't resolved, it trickles, and it's unfortunate. And I find that that's why it's so hard to work with some people, because they haven't worked through their shit. And like, once you're able to work through your shit, then it should be very easy. It shouldn't be difficult. Well, obviously there's gonna be challenges. Don't get me wrong, but like.
But with that being said,
working.
I don't do this. I really don't. But because she came at me like that, there's some things I gotta do. And I tell people, don't double cross me. Just don't double cross me. Because I'll become the asshole you don't want me to be.
So, what do you gotta do?
Because there's a bunch of people who reach out to me that want me to be a part of their fashion shows, their photo shoots, and music videos, and magazines. So respectfully, if I see her there, I'm like, yeah, either she goes or I go.
Oh.
So models can be replaced quick.
Right.
My aesthetic of designs
Cannot.
So her career
Respect.
started where it ended.
Respect.
Ain't never gonna be shit, and bitch, I'll make sure you're gonna drown. Don't double cross me. I live off honesty, loyalty, trust, respect. Closed mouths don't get fed, right? So if you had an issue that day, closed mouths don't get fed, you should have told me something.
Right.
She was the last one to leave. It was only me and her here, bugging out, having a good time.
Right.
I love you, Brooklyn. I love you.
Right.
So my thing is, I live by those things. If you double cross me, don't get mad about the actions that I take on you.
Right.
Because you double crossed me.
Right.
You just said some foul shit about me, allegations about me. I'm good.
Right.
I'm all the way good. And the fact that I couldn't tell her that, because after she sent me that message, right, she blocked me.
Wow.
So she did that. She let me with my own words in my mouth.
Wow.
It's okay. I'll run into you one day.
You gonna get those
And
words?
your little dog too, honey.
Oh.
I get her. I'll embarrass her so fucking bad I'll make that bitch cry. Excuse me. Sorry.
But,
Too much personal. Sorry.
Let me ask you. Do you feel like, what is that gonna do for you though?
Oh, that's gonna do that because of what she said. The hurtful things that she said to me that didn't really. The only thing really that hurt me the most was for her saying that I treated her like the black bitch in the corner. When I'm like, damn, how many times you come up to me for things and you didn't have money for shit, and you come up to me to ask borrow my designs.
Right.
that I charge people for rental fees. I charge people to buy these things, and I've given it to you for free. How many times? You know what I mean? So my satisfaction in that is, bitch, I'm gonna come after you now, because now you just played with me. You said the wrong things to me. I understand if you don't want to walk in my fashion show, say, I just don't want to walk in a fashion show, I'm good. But to have allegations against me of saying those little things right there, I treat you like the black bitch in the corner.
Right. Yo, look,
Wow.
I'm gonna say this. Just fucking let it go.
No. No. I let things go.
No.
This, I'm not letting it go, no. But never.
No, not what I mean with that. Like, with certain, like, all right. How you choose to respond, like, of course, why would you want to work with someone like that? If you're in a situation like that, of course, do what you gotta do. But I hope you're not carrying.
No.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so let me tell you something. There's a backstory about that. People used to come up to me all the time and tell me, don't work with her. She's no good news. She does this, she does that, she's drama. And I used to be like, no, she's not, stop. So I gave her the opportunity to work with me. She worked with me for a couple fashion shows. She's done a couple things with me. Never once did this happen. But now I see what people are talking about. You wait to strike, and you strike me and let me my words in my mouth. Now, don't get mad the way I come at you. Because you couldn't even give me the opportunity to defend myself.
Right.
Sorry. You couldn't give me the opportunity to defend myself. I could have defended myself by telling you how I felt had you not blocked me right away once you said everything you wanted to say.
That's true.
So now wherever I see you, I'm going to say what I want to say to you, and I'm going to make you cry, and I'm going to make sure to kick your ass the fuck up out of there. That's it. Because you didn't let me say my piece. You just blocked me and thought it was all fine and dandy. And the words of Ice Spice, you thought I was feeling you? Bitch, you'll munch. So...
That's funny as fuck.
I mean, it is what it is. So, the show must go on, but yeah,
The show must
February
go
12th
on.
is on and popping.
Yes.
And it's going to be a lit show, and we're going to have a great time, and we're going to, turn the fuck out. It's going to be fucking amazing.
That's wild. Now, though you don't gotta say it right now, but do you have a specific outfit that you're most excited about?
You'll find out.
All right.
You'll find out.
All right.
Because everything is mostly whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. What in the hell is that?
Wow. Okay. Hell yeah. Is there anything else you would like to let the people know about their own will? Give the people a message for their own will. I feel like you have an understanding of...
The message I want to give is so simple.
Say it.
Live your life. Don't let nobody live it for you. Do what you say you're going to do and not what somebody's telling you. Period.
Say it.
Period. That's
Hell
it.
yeah.
Don't let nobody. You run your own stuff.
That's it.
That's it.
Yo, plug the people into where they can find you.
Oh, my Instagram is Brooklyn_Isla Jules. So hit me up, check me out there. Also, boom, easy as hell. Go to Google. I'm Googleable. Brooklyn Isla Jules. Wherever it is down here or wherever it's at.
So yeah.
Let's go. It's the conversation. Yeah. Take your mind different places. Now you know.